Some celebrities can smile through anything, but one wrong question, name, or push too far can crack that polished mask before the room even reacts.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not. To break the simian.
This was not against her will, though.
I can't look at you.
Really don't. What are we doing?
She's hilarious.
She's my favorite comedian.
You're not irritated at all. I know
You're
this
not
is a little
irritating me.
Killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop.
So hostile about this.
It's gross. It's racist.
These interviews begin harmlessly, then one stare or savage comeback kills the mood. Stay to the end, because one celebrity turns live television physical.
To a counselor or a psychiatrist. Isn't that enough?
Matt, you have to, okay, against their will, of drugging children with them not knowing the effects of these drugs. Do you know what Adderall is? Do you know Ritalin? Do you know now that Ritalin is a street drug?
Shock
Shock kids on Ritalin, Matt.
I'm just saying.
One Brooke Shields question turns a movie interview into open combat. Matt pushes medical examples, Tom claims superior knowledge, and one loaded word hijacks conversation before either man backs down.
I've never agreed with psychiatry, ever. When I started studying the history of psychiatry, I started realizing more and more why I didn't agree with psychiatry. And as far as the Brooke Shields thing is, look, you gotta understand, I really care about Brooke Shields. I think here's a wonderful and talented woman. And I know that psychiatry is a pseudoscience.
Particular thing helped her feel better, whether it was the antidepressant or going to a counselor or a psychiatrist.
These drugs. Do you know what Adderall is? Do you know Ritalin? Do you know now that Ritalin is a street drug? Matt,
This wasn't
Matt, I'm
against
asking you a
Brooke's will.
question. Matt, I'm asking you a question.
I understand there's abuse of all of these things.
No, you see, all it does is mask the problem, Matt. And if you understand the history of it, it masks the problem. That's what it does. You're not getting to the reason why. There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance.
So
in a body.
postpartum depression to you is
Matt,
kind of a little psychological gobbledygook?
Matt, that is now you're talking about two different things.
But that's what she went on the antidepressant for.
But what happens, the antidepressant, all it does is mask the problem.
Now the disagreement becomes personal. Matt challenges the advice, Tom rejects the framing, and both men lock into positions neither has any intention of leaving.
She doesn't understand in the same way that you don't understand it, Matt.
But a little bit what you're saying, Tom, the road that you approve of, as opposed to a road that may work for them.
No, I'm not.
Well, if antidepressants work for Brooke Shields, why isn't that okay?
You're saying, what, I can't discuss what I want to discuss?
No, you absolutely
I know,
can.
But Matt, you're going in and saying that...
Do you examine the possibility that these things do work for some people? That yes, there are...
The smiles vanish. Every attempt to widen the discussion gets dragged back into accusation, misrepresentation, and a fight neither side has any chance of controlling.
Aren't there examples where it works?
Matt, you don't even... You're glib. You don't even know what Ritalin is. If you start talking about research papers on how they came up with these theories, Matt, okay, that's what I've done. And you go
listen to you, because clearly you've done the homework and you know the subject.
And you should. And you should do that also, because just knowing people who are on Ritalin isn't enough. You should be a little bit more responsible. You're here on the Today Show.
Right.
And to talk about it in a way of saying, well, isn't it okay, and being reasonably more responsible in knowing what it is. Because you communicate to people.
But you're now telling me that...
So you're advocating it.
I am not. I'm telling you, in their case, in their individual case, it worked.
Tom treats every challenge like proof the interview itself is broken. Next, one director skips the long argument and makes his warning far colder, sharper, and more personal.
Comedies.
Quentin knows this trap. Movie violence is easy, but real violence changes everything. He refuses the debate. Then one brutal line takes control of the interview.
Let me ask you about violence. I mean, you said, everyone knows you make fucking violent movies.
I don't know. It's like asking Judd Apatow, why do you like making comedy? You sit there in a movie theater when these cathartic violent scenes happen. I'm talking about there's the brutality of the violence in the day put upon the slaves
the rape
during the time. And I'm showing you that there was two Holocausts in America. This is one of them. We've dealt with the Indian Holocaust. the Holocaust of the American Indian. And then there's the cathartic violence of Django paying back blood for blood.
And we're not violent people or twisted people in any way, but why it's...
Yeah, well, it's a movie. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It's not real life. It's a fantasy. You go and you watch, you watch a kung fu movie, and one guy takes on 100 people.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
Why I'm so sure? Do not ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question. I'm not your slave, and you're not my master. You can't make me dance to your tune. And I'm saying I refuse.
Okay. Well, no, I was just asking you why. That's fine. We can't turn our back and say that violence in films.
Well, then
or
you should
anything
talk
that
to
we
Jamie
do
Foxx.
doesn't have a
Then
source
you
of
should talk to
influence.
Jamie Foxx about that. And
Krishnan pushes again. Quentin reminds him this is promotion, not a career trial, then closes the subject with the kind of finality nobody can challenge.
you can.
I'd love to, but I mean, it's interesting that you have a different view, and I'm just trying to.
This is a commercial for the movie. Make no mistake.
Well, you
And
are
I-
interviewed.
yeah.
So you don't want to talk about anything
I
serious.
want to talk about what you want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the implications of violence. I haven't wanted. Because the reason I don't want to talk about it because I've said everything I have to say about it.
That's the only reason.
It's not my job to flesh it out.
No, it's my job to try and ask you to.
And
that's
I'm
all,
shutting your butt down.
And that's
this is a
you're
commercial
right.
from my movie.
No, I know, but it's my job to try and explore some serious themes as well. I'm sure.
That shutdown stayed icy and controlled. Next, restraint disappears completely when one sweeping claim turns a polished panel into 3 voices fighting for the room.
So hostile about this
It's
concept.
gross. It's racist.
It's not. But it's so nuts.
It's like saying.
Let me unpack this.
They-
Let me unpack this for you.
Please do. I've been
We
waiting.
have
Luggage has been sitting there packed
just
up.
imagine some.
One sweeping claim detonates the panel. Ben hears millions being reduced to extremists. Sam defends the argument, and Bill keeps pressing. Within seconds, raw outrage replaces discussion, accusations fly, and nobody can finish a single sentence.
Crucial point of confusion is that we have been sold this meme of Islamophobia with bigotry toward Muslims as people.
Right.
And that is it's intellectually ridiculous. Even it gets.
So hold on. Are
conflated with
you
racism.
the person who understands the officially codified doctrine of Islam? So
I mean,
you're
if you-
saying if I criticize you're saying that Islamophobia is not a real thing. That if you're critical of something,
Well, it's not a real thing when it really isn't.
I'm not
We're
denying that certain people are bigoted against Muslims as people.
Right.
And that's a problem.
But why are you
We
so
have to-
hostile about
because
this
it's
concept?
gross. It's racist.
It's not. But it's so
Absolutely
to
not.
what
Well,
we are saying.
You guys are saying if you want to be liberals, believe in liberal principles like
Right.
freedom of speech.
And
Of course we do. No
Islam-
liberal doesn't want
okay,
you to
okay.
criticize bad.
But Islam
But
at
why
this moment
when-
is the motherlode of bad ideas.
It is
it's an ugly thing. to say.
Apostasy.
It is.
One basic liberal
Well, let me
principle
unpack
is
it.
tolerance.
But Nick,
Or how about the
what-
more than 1 billion people who
those are
aren't
Muslims too.
fanatical, who don't punch women, who just want to go to the store?
Wait a second.
Ben separates ordinary believers from extremists, while Bill returns to doctrine. Every point sparks another collision, turning the debate into a bitter fight over collective blame.
Wait a
Pray 5
second.
times a day,
Right.
and
Wait a
don't do
second.
any of the things that you're saying all Muslims
Okay,
do.
Wait a second.
wait.
Stereotype.
No. Let's get down to who has the right answer here. 1 billion people, you say. A few bad apples. The idea that someone should be killed if they leave the
That's
Islamic
the way
idea
it
that
is.
someone should be killed if they leave the Islamic religion is just a few bad apples?
The people who would actually believe and enact that you murder somebody if they
Yes.
leave Islam is not the majority of Muslims at all. And
it's-
the perception of
As
people that-
as you say, we have 1.5, 1.6 billion Muslims. Now,
That can be a
solution.
that's the question.
No, the solution is very
to
much
what?
what
We've
Nick
killed
is
more
saying.
Muslims than they've killed
No,
us
it's
by
not-
an awful lot. We've
we need-
invaded more Muslims.
I am not for
than
more
they've invaded
killing.
ours an awful lot. And yet somehow we're exempted from these
okay.
things.
That panel turned collective blame into open warfare. Next, another movie interview becomes a political trap, and neither side is willing to let the other escape cleanly.
That guns don't bear a responsibility. If the
No,
mic
you
is of a
can't
Tech
say-
9 assault rifle, why would the NRA...
A movie plug becomes a political trap. Rosie ties Tom's NRA role to Columbine, while both claim to protect children and turn one shared concern into a bitter fight over responsibility and blame.
Right, but I think that the reason that people are so extreme against the NRA is because the NRA has such a... to veto or to stronghold any sensible gun law. They have been against every sensible gun law. They're against the registering of guns. We have to register cars. Why shouldn't we register guns so that when a crime is committed, we...
This is a really contentious issue, probably as contentious and potentially as troubling as the abortion issue, and importantly, nothing in any of this legislation would have done anything to prevent that awful is a troubling direction in our culture, and where I see consensus, which is one thing changed in our culture. That's not a simple...
But you can't say that guns don't bear a responsibility. If the makers of the Tech-9 assault rifles, this is a gun that can shoot 5 bullets in a second. This is the gun that those boys brought into the school. Why the NRA? Well, you are their spokesperson, Tom, so you have to be responsible for what they say.
I'm not a spokesperson.
But if you put your name out and say, I, Tom Selleck...
Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not a spokesperson. Remember
you're
how calm
saying that
you said?
One question about assault weapons changes the tone completely. Tom hears a judgment on his humanity, and the celebrity interview turns into something far more personal.
Questioning my humanity.
No, not your humanity. I think you're a very humane man.
Okay,
I'm saying that if you say...
I disagree with you, but I think...
anything the NRA represents, if you're saying that you're going to do an ad for the NRA.
Moral vanity, Rosie, to assume that someone who disagrees with your political agenda cares any less or is any less
I never said you cared less.
Well, let me
Tom,
finish
I don't
talking.
think you
Women
said,
too.
and the women. I simply said, why can there not be a compromise on the
There
issues?
is a compromise.
What?
There's a compromise in enforcing laws. There's a compromise in not allowing kids with guns.
Interruptions replace conversation. He returns to the movie. She returns to the organization, and neither side gives the other a safe, comfortable exit from the fight.
You know, this is a nice one-sided conversation, but you keep interrupting me. Remember how civil you said we were going to be?
I let you talk for 4 minutes without saying, hey. I simply asked a question about what their philosophies are, and you don't want to.
I told you. When do you want to? I didn't come on your show to have a debate. I came on your show to plug a movie. The debate about the NRA. I'm trying to be fair with you.
As I am trying to.
This is absurd. You're calling me a spokesman for the NRA?
Tom, if you're a celebrity and you're...
That clash carried real stakes. Next, somebody arrives certain she caught a host slipping, unaware the desk is hiding exactly the receipt she fears.
Harvard, you should know that.
A story becomes a grammar trap. Jennifer corrects Conan with total confidence, and the audience rewards her before the evidence has even appeared.
Without panties, I shouldn't be able to know what's going to be next. But there was a day last year when I kind of...
Oh, I thought you were a mime for an hour. There was a time when you snuck into the room to see what the...
I sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan, and you went to Harvard and you should know that.
Harvard gets mocked, the correction gets repeated, and Conan only looks more amused. He already knows the desk holds a dictionary, turning her confident grammar lesson into a public trap she can see closing in real time.
You should know I went to the Harvard driving school, by the way. Like a bastard.
You have good hair. So I sneaked...
I have good what? Good
hair.
Good hair, yeah. So you snuck into the room.
Yeah, I sneaked into this room, and I kind of... to be what the first moment of the next year was going to be, and then I was kind of sneaking out, and I whipped around and hid for a minute, and then ran down the hall, and of course I totally forgot everything that I read.
So the minute you heard somebody, you were your show character and karate chop them, and then jam their nose into their brain, and then be like, "What did I do?"
It's like J.J. Abrams, our executive producer. Like, oh, sorry, J.J. Yeah, that would not.
There's a. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, there's a. I keep a dictionary down here, and I just found it. Just look right here. Snuck, past and past part of...
The page does all the damage. Conan needs no comeback once the word appears, leaving her confidence to collapse under its own weight.
Wait, you know what? I just realized you could kick my ass.
It's like, do you really want to...
No, I don't want to mess with you. I just showed that clip, and then I'm like, I'm going to pick...
One dictionary ends that lesson instantly. Next, a host reaches for something heavier, using an old political quote against a guest who built his answer around defiance.
Mad at me about certain things.
You must enjoy it.
Yeah. I actually quite enjoy it.
Because your wife was mad at you.
Sometimes you just have to be fearless enough to break the simulation. And when I mean simulation...
Jimmy asks about Trump, but Kanye refuses the expected frame. His answer becomes a declaration that choice matters more than fear, pressure, or approval.
Well, some people were very happy when you said you liked President Trump. Do you think...
This question you're gonna ask?
Answer whatever you want.
Well, you know, it's funny, you know, in this world that we live in, there's two main fear. And you can't explain love. You know, my cousin is locked up for murder. And so he did a bad thing, but I still love him. And just as a musician, African American, you know, everyone around me tried to pick my candidate for me. And then told me every time.
Kanye frames the choice as freedom from pressure. Jimmy lets the defiance build, then quietly shifts the focus from symbolic rebellion to the people paying its price.
Trump that I couldn't say it out loud or my career would be over. We can only be Democrats and all. So, and I expressed myself. And when I came out, I had lost my confidence, backlash, and it took me a year and a half to have the confidence what the consequences were. And what it represented to me is not about politics, overcoming fear and doing what you felt, no matter what anyone said, and saying, you can't bully me. At that point, if I'm afraid to be me, I'm no longer Ye. That's what makes Ye. And I actually are mad at me about certain things.
You must enjoy it.
Yeah.
The old quote returns like a trap. It connects border separations to George Bush, and suddenly the room has nowhere comfortable to hide.
As a result of what this president is doing, and I think that, you know, we cannot forget that his actions are really what matter. I mean, you so famous. George Bush doesn't care about black people. It makes me wonder what makes you think that Donald Trump does. Or why don't we take a break? We'll come back. You feel like your attitude towards women has changed since having daughters?
Nah, I still look at Pornhub and...
That question leaves silence hanging. Next, one ugly sexist rant pushes past polite disagreement and earns a response nobody in the entire room can pretend was subtle.
Concept, huh? Yeah, but it's fairly sweet. I mean, the women's liberationists, if they thought about that... Shh! This is indicative of the bad manners of a lot of chauvinist ladies.
Oliver has already tested the room with interruptions and cheap jokes. Once women's liberation appears, Shelley stops treating his act like harmless old-school comedy.
Anyway.
A lot of non sequiturs tonight. Things just, you know, she's...
So much for women's liberation. Who's the lady that shouted?
Do they have a women's...
Always, but the women in England are quite good. They're always in the kitchen, so you can't hear them when they shout. I think that most women are very happy. I really think that most women are happy.
The kitchen claim kills the laughter. Johnny tries to steady the room, but Oliver keeps digging, reducing women to service until Shelley leaves her chair without giving up an inch of the fight.
When you ever go to a hotel and find the chef is a woman, madam? Shakespeare wasn't a bird, madam. And neither's Johnny.
I think if they paid women...
Women are very happy in the kitchen simply because it means that they're feeding their children and looking after their man. I think that the time is when a woman is put out to work, and I think then when she comes back and says, oh, that's a bad deal, because then they're going to fight who's going to cook and who's going to wash up. Yeah. I think that a woman's place is looking after her man. I think a man's place is to look after her, to protect her, and provide her.
You have the old-fashioned concept, huh?
Yeah, but it's fairly... Quiet, woman. Women's liberationists.
Then comes the answer. Nobody can edit around. Oliver still refuses to retreat, proving public humiliation cannot shake the stubborn certainty behind his entire argument.
Now that's what is known as savoir-faire, when you can continue.
I think that women's liberationists sometimes do extraordinary things. I don't commit to their cause. I mean, the fact that I have been smothered in whiskey, and it is whiskey, I can taste it, pays no cause to the lady. There are going to be a lot of people on this program that will...
One flying drink makes that tension completely impossible to hide. Next, both hands stay down, but every crude question gets turned back on the man who asked it.
Well,
Go kiss the guy in the audience. It would knock him.
that's where you keep my panties.
Oh, okay. All right, so what are you doing? Now, what happens when
Both
you
questions,
when you
yes.
take that out? Will you ever take that?
What happens when you take it out?
Yeah.
Letterman opens by pushing sexual jokes, expecting control. Madonna refuses the role, tests every boundary, and turns his own questions into traps until the host must sit right there with every ounce of discomfort he created.
I'm only here because there isn't a Knicks game. Don't get excited.
Oh, come on. Let's go kiss the guy in the audience. Why don't you?
Sex life.
As we all know, I have none of my own. I like that. She said, I can't. A lot of people would cave into the pressure and say, oh, well.
Yeah, well, I've never succumbed to peer pressure.
Good for you. That's what we love about you, Madonna.
Yes.
What brings
Incidentally, you are a sick. I don't know why I get so much.
You realize this is being broadcast, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you can know me talking like that.
What?
I say, oh, never mind.
I gave them to you for a reason.
Let's see what I'm doing at my house right now.
No. Pants, and you won't see. That's not where they go.
No, no, believe me, that's
Come on,
where
you
the
won't
under...
That microphone is really long. Speaking of the NBA.
He calls her obsessed, but the accusation rebounds instantly. She turns his fixation into the punchline, leaving the audience laughing while the host looks visibly trapped.
Both questions?
Oh, come on, come on. What am I speaking Chinese?
Listen, all you do is talk about my sex life on your show, so now you don't want to talk about my sex life when I'm on your show. You can't get through a show without talking about me or thinking about me.
But do you mind that? Is that a problem for you?
It's never a problem.
Hair jokes become personal criticism, and the mood keeps souring. By the final exchange, neither bothers hiding how the other is getting under their skin.
Commercial. You want to do a commercial?
No.
Okay, we'll do a commercial
I
and
don't think we
then...
should ever cut. Wait. Before we cut to a commercial, I just want to know, is that a rug?
All right, what is that, a swim cap? What are you wearing? You're not irritated at all. I know
You're
this is
not
a little...
irritating me.
Okay, good.
Are you trying to?
Well, you kind of irritate me too.
Really? Make a point.
All right, okay, good.
You are always me on the show. You are always me on the show. You are always...
That takeover leaves the host barely standing on camera. Next, a chef keeps poking the wrong guest until her patient smile starts showing much sharper teeth.
Really? So how much weight did you gain? Did you gain any? You didn't get any weight. Gain any weight?
A vacation photo becomes an excuse for public judgment. Gordon targets the food and manners, turning somebody else's holiday memory into his own unwanted review.
Oh, that's you. Okay, that's. Okay, this is you just coming. What's going on? Wait, go back to the other picture. Geez, think we have a female director? Duh.
This was it. I'm gonna tweet a picture in a bikini now that I just arrived to my vacation, because then with all the pictures.
So you just pig out. When you
I
go to-
pig out.
You pig out. And
In the next picture, you can see.
Next picture is you eating. Okay, look at that. Wow. Okay. Now, what did you have there? It looks like you got the.
It's pizza. What do you mean? What is?
The teasing keeps escalating until the guest becomes the better comic. Accent jokes, weight questions, and backhanded praise all rebound, leaving Gordon completely trapped inside his own bad manners, while the audience keeps choosing her side.
And you seem like you're enjoying that. You had a whole wedge in your mouth at any one time?
Yes.
You haven't heard of a knife and fork? No?
You don't eat pizza.
He's English.
People with accents.
I know. I'm sorry. Can you even understand him?
And you're from where?
From Colombia, but you're next year.
Really? So how much weight did you gain? Did you gain any? You didn't get any weight. Gain any weight?
What?
did you?
No. I
Like
mean,
10 pounds?
Whatever.
Where? What? You know, remember you were under. Thank you so much. Oh, that is, this item I have ever heard.
Colombian.
You can take it back to Colombia.
You're not diabetic, right?
No, I probably will be after this.
Okay. It is.
It
We
is-
put this on cookies. We did like this.
You put down cookies?
On cookies.
You put it in between two cookies like an Oreo?
No, it's delicious.
No?
It tastes like fudge.
Each comeback lands harder. His cliches, teeth, and manners become targets until everyone remembers this loud interruption somehow hijacked an interview that was never his to control.
Go to Colombia, they'll teach you.
That's right.
No touching.
Yeah, and this is perfect. Yes, Jay. This is perfect for the English. No, because you don't need your teeth to eat it.
Manolo is just a Hispanic name.
Yes,
Not
sir.
everything needs a meaning.
Oh, really?
Yes,
No.
that's correct.
Right. Okay, this is my interview.
Yeah. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me.
She answers disrespect with punchlines. Next, the comedy disappears completely as one careless word is forced to face the history, venom, and pain still hiding behind it.
Dude, I'm not
But I think
trying
the people watching right now are saying that point has been made.
Not by me.
Okay.
Cube stays calm, but the warning cuts deep. Intent changes nothing when the same word becomes a knife in the wrong hands.
You got a great show.
Thank you.
You know, but you be bucking up against that line a little bit, you know.
Against racists? Not, yes.
Sometimes you sound like a redneck trucker up
No,
there
I
a little
don't.
bit. Yes, you do.
Now that I
Yes,
got
you do.
No, I didn't before, but
My thing is this, you know, and I'm cool with you. I like your show, to be honest. That it was cool to say that.
You know, I just...
That's one question.
I just explained.
The root of the psyche, because I think it's a lot of guys out there who cross the, or they think they too familiar, or it's guys that, a friend or two that made them some Kool-Aid every now and then, and they think they can cross the line, and they can't. That has been used against us. It's like a knife, man, and you can use it as a weapon.
He claims the word cannot be borrowed without its history. No shouting is needed. The warning lands through control, reducing the argument to one brutal rule. Pain does not become harmless simply because somebody labels it comedy.
It's been used as a weapon against us by white people, by nobody, because it's not cool. It's in the lexicon, everybody talking, but that's our word now. Can't have it back. I know they trying to get it back. It's and I'm not talking about you, Bill. I'm not talking about you, Bill.
Okay.
But I'm talking, and it's not cool because when I hear my homie say it feel like that knife stabbing me, even if they don't mean it. So some things just ain't funny, you know what I mean? This is real right here that we're going through. And I'm not trying to get on your case, Bill. Show I like you, but I think this is a teachable moment, not just to you, but to the people.
That calm warning lands with more weight than shouting. The next guest decides the chair is no longer worth it, especially once every question starts sounding like a disguised lecture.
Minds and who she dated. I mean, do you feel like there are boundaries ever? You know, even if it makes people uncomfortable or offend people?
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yes!
Shut up.
Joan rejects the mean label instantly, defending comedy as the one place polished television says what everyone else hides, while every follow-up makes the interview feel more loaded.
Ways people
It's not
can't wait
mean.
to hear
It's
what
not
you have to say.
mean.
Really?
It's not mean. You can. It's not mean. I tell the truth. All your viewers say to their friends sitting next to them on the couch. You know, we're one of the few ugly dress. And that's okay. These ladies make $28 million a picture. You really think Nicki Minaj cares I didn't like her dress? You know, when you're in that kind of a bracket, your
feelings being hurt.
Well, not when it's about dresses. It's not about them. It's about...
Really does seem off limits to a lot of people. I mean, even in your book, you kind of joke about the death of Casey Anthony's baby, Princess Diana surviving so many landmines and who she dated. You know, even if it makes people uncomfortable or offend people or what?
Life is and funny to it. Done. Do it. That's all. Darlene, I don't know what your life has been like, but I have a lot of people who have gone through.
Then Fur turns disagreement into a lecture. After 50 years of making people laugh, Joan refuses to sit through another judgment dressed as a question, removes herself from the setup, and leaves the host scrambling behind.
A little vacation. And maybe you take the worst thing in the world and make it funny. It's a vacation from
love to laugh. I mean, clearly that's why people love you. But they also know that you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be.
I'm talking. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. You're wearing fur. You're wearing leather shoes.
I'm not an activist, but I'm saying
you're eating chicken meat. I don't want to hear this nonsense. Come to me with a paper belt, and I'll.
There were people who were upset, and you're just saying
no. I'm going. I really am going because all you have done is negative. No. I haven't heard net. I make people laugh for 50 years. I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. I killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
A celebrity crash-out rarely starts with shouting. Sometimes one rude question, old wound, or stubborn host burns through patience first. Tom Cruise fought every point. Dakota Johnson needed one calm correction. Tarantino and Joan Rivers shut the door. Shelley Winters made sure nobody missed her breaking point. Some reactions were funny, others were uncomfortable. A few made things worse, but every clash exposed what polished interviews hide. Patience has a limit, even under perfect lighting. So which celebrity had the most justified reaction? And who made the situation worse by refusing to let it die? Drop your favorite moment in the comments. And if you enjoy seeing the real, awkward, and unforgettable side of Hollywood, hit like, subscribe, and stick around for the next one.